Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
You eat your own boogers too?
Of course. When training shoulders, I usually like to do 2 or 3 compound lifts, shoulder press, upright row, 2 or 3 of those, and then I try to isolate each head. So you've got 3 major heads here: anterior, lateral, and posterior, or rear delt. This rear delt is probably the most neglected on people, but it's also a very important one. It's one that helps keep you from having the slumpy shoulders, keep your posture right. Also gives you that really good, just kind of overall roundness to your shoulder. This is one of my favorite rear delt exercises right here. I put the pulley all the way to the bottom of the stack here, and it doesn't take a whole lot of weight on this if you want to keep good form. You're just working a smaller muscle there. What I do on this one is I reach my inside arm up high, and I want to try to keep my shoulders at an angle to the stack here, not level, and certainly not up here. And what that does, it's going to keep tension on my rear delt throughout the entire motion. So as I'm pushing away, if I start to turn my shoulders, the tension's going to come off that cable, and it's not doing as much. So I reach this arm up here, so I'm keeping my inside shoulder higher than my working shoulder. From there, I want to keep a nice straight arm. Think of your arm almost like a lever, and this rear delt is the motor that's pulling that lever out. All right, any extra motion is wasted motion, so no twisting of the torso. Keep your shoulders locked in place. I'm also going to work for a big range of motion. I'm going to try to reach way across my body here, stretch that muscle out, and then pull it away from the stack, reaching to that sidewall. Another important note is that as you're reaching out towards that sidewall, you're trying to keep about a 90-degree angle from your torso to your arm. So a lot of people, when it gets heavy, they'll start coming back more, and that's going to just incorporate some of your back muscles. So keep it straight out.
Don't pretend that you don't know me now. They're 6 feet down, I'm still around, carved into your memory. You're never gonna forget me. You had your day, but time washed you away. You're dead, you're gone, but I'm still going strong. I am immortal, I'll never fade away. I'm a legacy that lives beyond, far beyond the grave. I am immortal, I'll never rest in peace. And you know
Delts. I'm doing a front raise. A lot of people will teach you either to go palm straight, palm level with the ground, or perfectly perpendicular. I see a lot of people doing palm down. I don't like palm down because if you notice your shoulder, if I rotate down, it's going to bring my medial delt. It's going to help do a lot of that work. You can see a lot of the tension right there. And what I'm trying to work is my front delt, this part right here. If I rotate it at about a 45-degree angle, you can kind of see that's the way that muscle lies, 45-degree angle, my arm. I'll do it there, and then I will pull it towards my midline as well. So I'm pulling from outside my hip, just following that line of that muscle right to my midline. And then one more trick to activate that front delt a little more is I kind of push my shoulder into it. So I'm pushing up, squeezing in there, and that's giving me the maximum tension on that front delt muscle that I'm trying to work. Whereas if I was here, I'm getting a lot of tension up here and less down here. It's not fully flexed at all.
Take me, I don't care. I'm permanently everywhere. They never misspell my name. How about yours? 'Cause things I've done are what they're living for. I am immortal. I'll never fade away. I'm a legacy that lives beyond, far beyond the grave. I am immortal. I'll never rest in peace.
So lateral raises, I really attribute this exercise for a lot of my shoulder development, and especially since I've learned to do them the right way, my shoulders have really advanced since then. It's one of the lifts I see a lot of people doing them pretty sloppy. You see a lot of people, they're grabbing way too heavy weight, and they're usually swinging their torso, or they're doing this move. And if you're trying to isolate that medial delt, if you have your hand turned up at all, like this, kind of look where, gravity's pointing straight to the ground, my hand's turned up, you can see my front delt taking over. So just like on the front delt, how we turned our hand up, here we want to work the medial and turn our hand down. So it's almost like you're dumping out a bottle of water. Just rotate your pinky up, and you can see where the tension's pushing there, that my medial delt is going to be doing all the work. This one I usually like to do seated as well. It just allows you to be a little stricter, keeps you from swaying as much, keeps you more honest. And I'll keep my chest up. I even lean slightly forward into it. And from here, I like to do a locked out arm. And again, just like how we talked about rear delts, how your arm's like a lever, and think of this as the motor moving that lever. So just like a robot almost, in a nice strict form. Usually standing up, you're doing a lot of swinging. God damn it.
The hell is this?
Fucking amateur hour. I'm trying to work. Alright. Sorry, I lost